Did you get back from Park City?
Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. I went back in between the 10 and the 5, and just nice to reset, go home, get out of town, and treat it like 2 different meets. And when I was back in Park City, it was nice and tranquil, and I liked it. And now I'm back in race environment, so it's good.
How'd today's race feel?
Good. Yeah, body felt good. It's a prelim, so you kind of have everything to lose in these. But yeah, my body felt good, and came around that final 100, 200, looked around, and we were the guys I was with, we were clear of the pack. So feels good to be able to kind of coast it in rather than fighting for every spot in the prelim. So it was good. I think the final will be similar to that, just a little more hectic, and it'll take a really hard close to get in the top 3. So it was good.
You had a matchup between the 10K champ and the 1500 champ in the final. How did you beat the 1500 champ?
We'll see. I guess decent logic would say turn it into a strength race, but we'll see how it goes.
Grant, for the people that they might look and be like, he went back to elevation and he's going to come back down. But I love you using the word tranquil. Just how calming is it for you just to get away from all the hustle and bustle for a while, and like you said, just treat it like 2 separate meets, 2 separate challenges. How good is that for the soul?
Yeah, it's nice. There is something to maintaining a little bit of an altitude boost, but most of the reason I went back up was just to sometimes when you sit in Eugene for 10 days straight, it turns into a little bit of circus, and you're having the same conversations with everybody every day, and you're on Priest Trail seeing your whole competition every day, and it's nice just to be back at I live in Park City now, so that's home base, and there's a direct flight from Eugene up there, so it really doesn't take too long to get back home. And I'm happy I went back. Yeah.
You've done a double, obviously a bunch of times, but is there any level of comfortability knowing, all right, I'm on the 10K team, I can maybe, feel a little grace in the 5K?
I'm still going to give it everything in the 5. It is nice having that, completed. My plan always this year was to double and give that my best shot. So got half of that done. And the 5K is going to be no easy feat. It's going to be really hard. You've got tons of people coming back from the 10K, tons of people coming from the 15, and then you got people fresh for the 5 too. So it's going to be a challenge, but it is comforting to have a ticket to Paris booked. But again, that's in the rearview mirror now. If I stuck around here, once you make a team, it's such an emotional, cool experience, and there's so many people behind you that sometimes you feel like, you made it, but there's still a lot of work to do. So trying to leave that in the rearview mirror now and focus on the next race.
Because of all those variables, the 10 dynamic, the 15 dynamic and whatnot, this is going to be, obviously we know it's going to be hard, but this is going to be one of the coolest 5K finals ever, because it's not always like that. People aren't always willing to go up or come down.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. It's a U.S. championship, and it doubles as the selection process for the trials. So I think everyone that was entered in both, it's a great opportunity. Just if one of your races didn't go super well, you get another chance. If it went well, then you have a new opportunity to do something cool. So happy that things have been working well, and on to the final.
Do you think you're in better 5K shape or 10K shape right now?
It's tough to say. It's kind of a challenge to gauge your fitness, or to plan out your fitness through the year, because this is such a difficult meet. You need to be pretty sharp, but sometimes sharpness takes away from your ability to run really fast, if that makes sense. So it's kind of a balancing act between the two, and it's tough to say. I'm trying to be pretty well-rounded right now, because we could get to the Olympics and it could be a sub-27 race. In the 5K, it could be a sub-13 race. It probably will be. In the 1500, it'll probably be a sub-330 race. So you're kind of balancing two ends of your fitness, and I don't know, it's really hard to say which one I'm better at right now.
Could you have given more in the last lap in the 10K? Were you holding back at all, or was that all out?
So I looked up at the board a bunch of times. One thing that's really nice about Hayward is the screens are massive, so you can see everything that's going on. And with about 200 to go, I looked up and saw I had a pretty nice gap. And I wasn't jogging in, but I think I had a little more in the tank. So I knew Woody was coming. He always is, but got the win. And similar to the round here, you don't need to expend a ton of energy for no reason. I was still going pretty hard in the 10K though.
Can you talk a little bit about the Run Elite program and like your involvement in that?
Yeah, that's been really cool since moving to Utah. I mean, there's a fantastic community of just high schoolers, college kids, professionals, and community members that I moved up to Park City, and I mean, I didn't really know that many people. I knew Matt Centrowitz and his wife, but that was about it. So yeah, the rep program kind of took me in and introduced me to a bunch of community, and it's fun. They do a lot of good things for the sport in Utah, and it's fun to be a part of.
So there's no like training commitment or anything like that?
No,
It's
no.
more just kind of like
It's a community thing.
Like an
yeah.
opt-in, like-
Yeah. It's an opt-in community thing, and I've opted in, and it's been fun.